Hello everybody, welcome to another video here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I normally do. If you've been watching YouTube and checking out vinyl records at all, you've probably seen the vinyl tag videos out there. So today I'm going to go through these 20 questions and give you an idea of what my record collection consists of. So the first question here is, how many records do you own? And I just looked at my Discogs app the other day, and it shows I have 425 records, so not a whole lot, but it's enough for now. What kind of record player do you have? I currently have an Audio-Technica AT-LP120. How old were you when you started collecting records? This is kind of a hard question for me because I've pretty much had records my entire life. I remember getting them as a child for Christmas presents and things like that. I'd say when I actually got into actually collecting records was probably maybe 10 years ago, and I've just been slowly building my collection ever since then. Next, number 4, what is the oldest record that you own? That would be this Les Paul and Mary Ford record, the Hitmakers on Capitol Records. This record is from 1955. Just a really good album with a lot of their hits on it. So yeah, that's the oldest record I own. Question 5, what is the first record you ever got? Like I say, I was pretty little when I got some records, as Christmas presents and things like that, so it's hard to know what the first record was. But I know I did get a lot of these record storybooks, and this is probably one of the first ones I remember getting. A lot of nursery rhymes in there, and I was really big into the Masters of the Universe, so I got several of those as well, and with the albums in them as well, so those are pretty fun. And number 6, what is the first record you ever got with your own money? This, I remember going shopping with my parents at one point. I was maybe 15 or 16, and I asked them to stop at the record store. I wanted to look around and see if I could find anything, so they waited outside. I went in and looked around, and I was able to find this Beatles Love Songs album. It's a double album with all their love songs in it, and it also comes with a book with the lyrics. I was pretty excited when I got this one. I came out to the car and they were waiting there. I was pretty excited. What is your favorite colored vinyl? Question number 7. I couldn't decide. I got a couple different ones here that I really like. The first one is Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. This one was released not too long ago by a record company called Enjoy the Ride Records. I really enjoy getting a lot of their record albums that they release. They do a lot of reissues. This one's got this tricolor effect on it. So that's the first one, and the second one is, it's a tribute to the Ramones. It's got a lot of different artists covering the Ramones songs on there. And this one comes, it's a double LP, and this is a red, white, and blue colored vinyl there. That's pretty cool. A discount album you own. I own kind of a lot of cheaper records, but this one here I found in the dollar bin at my record store. Jerry Rafferty's City to City. I really enjoy this album, and I was lucky enough to find it going through the dollar bin at the record store, so I was pretty excited to get that. Let's see, our next question, Number 9, what is your prized possession? I had a hard time figuring out what this album would be, but I guess if it was anything, it'd probably be right now this 50th anniversary Monkees box set. It's got all their different studio albums. Let's see if I can get that on there. And what's interesting about this is each album in here is a different color. The vinyl is different colors to kind of match the cover art to the album, so that's pretty interesting too. So yeah, that's probably my prized possession at this point. Number 10, a record by a female artist. And with that one, I'll probably have to go with Carrie Underwood's Storyteller. This is probably one of my wife's favorite country artists. I actually enjoy her music too, so it's not just her favorite artist. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. Number 11, a record by your favorite band. My favorite band would have to be the Beatles, as you can probably see behind me. But so I just picked an album to show here. This is the Beatles' second album. I actually picked this up on an auction we had in my hometown. It was in a box of records. It's actually in really good condition. It's got the original inner sleeve, so I was pretty excited to get that in there. Number 12, an impulse buy. This album, it came out maybe a couple of years ago during Record Store Day. I'd heard some stuff about it, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to get it or not. But once I got in the store, I saw it there, and I just grabbed it. It's the White Stripes, Get Behind Me, Satan. It's got this cool lenticular cover on the front. It's a double LP. One record is white and one record is red. It's a really good album. I think it was worth getting, I guess. Number 13, a gift. I've gotten quite a few more albums for gifts recently, as people know that I'm starting to collect more again. So this one I got for Christmas a few years ago. It's the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. It's 2 LPs. I really enjoy bluegrass music, and this has got quite a bit of that on there. So, plus it's probably one of my favorite films too. So, most played record. For that one, I had to go with Johnny Winter, Progressive Blues Experiment. I also enjoy blues music, so this is probably one of my favorite blues artists. Yeah, I've played this quite a bit, so from 1969, I believe. A rarity. Probably, I'm not sure how rare this is, but I found this Beatles Yellow Submarine album on eBay. It was still sealed from 1968, so I thought that was really, really cool. I was the first one to ever open this and listen to it, so like I said, I don't know how rare that actually is, but it's probably the rarest thing I got. Rainy Day record. I guess that's a record you listen to on a rainy day. For that one, I wasn't really sure, but I guess I'd have to go with Jack White, the acoustic recording sessions. This has got a lot of the acoustic songs from the White Stripes and some demos, alternate acoustic versions of songs. It's a good double album to listen to on a rainy day when you got nothing better to do, just to listen to some music. Question number 17, what is a feel-good album that you have? For that one, I'll probably have to go with the Traveling Wilburys, Volume 1. There's just not a bad song on this record, and it's pretty upbeat, happy music to me. So, And number 18, a nostalgic record. I couldn't pick between these two records, but when I was growing up, it was me and my brother in the same bedroom, and we used to listen to records up there. And somehow my parents gave us this record. It's a K-Tel 25 Rock Revival Greats. That record that we had and we listened to, it was pretty scratched up. It was probably unlistenable. But I was able to find this one still sealed. So that was a good find for me. And another one that we used to listen to all the time was the Beatles' 20 Greatest Hits. This is probably the first Beatles record I ever listened to and got me into the Beatles, so I want to thank my parents for that. This one came out in 1982. Question number 19, a record store day purchase. I usually try and get to record store day. They got two separate days now. They got a Black Friday one and the main one in April. Whether there's something there I need or not, I usually end up getting something. But one I picked here was this John Lennon Imagine box set. And that was 2011, I believe that one came out. That one's got comes with all the goodies in it. It's got a couple postcards here, along with the original album. And there's a second LP here of the Imagine Sessions. And there's also a giant poster here. I won't unfold the whole thing, but it's John at his white grand piano. So I thought that was a pretty good purchase for record store day for me anyway. And finally, question number 20, a recent purchase. This is the last record I've bought so far, and that's Eric Clapton, I Still Do. This one just came out last year. A lot of good songs on here if you like Eric Clapton. So yeah, there's my vinyl tag video for 2017, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing everybody else's videos out there. So have a good night.